All right. Hey guys, this is Skylar Schisler. Welcome to our webinar tonight. Thank you guys for taking time out of your night to check out the information that we want to share with you. Go ahead, there is a chat section here. Just tell us where you guys are coming in from. And I'm going to go ahead and get everybody muted up here so we can get started with this information. So go ahead, there's a chat section. Go ahead and tell us where you're coming in from. I'm excited to see where we got. You just never know every night. We've got different locations, different places. So I'm just really excited to meet all of you guys. So anyways, I'm going to get started here. It is 8:30. We said we would get started at 8:30, so we'll let everybody else chime in. My name is Skylar Schisler, and I saw this concept a little over 4 years ago. And the person that invited you here wants to share this information with you because, well, they either want to go on a vacation with you or maybe they want to be your business partner. But we got to share this information with you so we can see how this is going to add value to your life. The person that brought you on here just really thinks highly of you, and we wanted to share this info. So when I saw this info, just a little bit about me, I'm born and raised in Greeley, Colorado. I don't know where everybody's from on here yet, but just know that, you know, I was a time broke business owner who ran a construction company who was working literally 100 plus hours a week to make my construction company do what it does. And when I saw this, I'll be honest with you, I was the guy that was like, oh no, they got me. And my wife was like, no, let's check this thing out. And I'm sure glad that she said yes to this concept because I wouldn't be on this webinar 4+ years later and been on over 40 vacations and earned a full-time income and closed down my construction company. And now all we do is travel and help others do the same. So I'm going to dive right in, but just know that the person that sharing this concept with you is motivated. We're really excited, and we're coming out with some unreleased technology. And so we're going to show this to thousands of people, and we wanted you to be one of the first, and we don't know how it's going to strike you. Either you're going to like it or you're not going to quite get it right out of the gates. Either way, that's fine. We live in the information age, and he or she with the information wins. And so we just wanted to share that info so that you can make a decision to either travel with us or set your family financially apart from the rest. So I'm going to dive right into what you probably got invited by, which was a Fly Smart credit card. If you received a picture of this, we are getting ready to launch the newest payment solutions device. It also is going to allow us to travel more. So what is a travel club? What does travel have to do with a credit card? I will go into that here in a minute. But just know that this is going to be the hottest piece of technology known to man. And over the next 5 years, our company is set to do about $80 billion with this concept. And so the Fly Smart credit card, what is it? Well, you don't have to qualify for it or anything like that. You just buy it. It's a device, and now it's a whole wallet on a card. What does that mean? Well, you actually have the ability now to put your whole entire wallet full of cards, whether they're loyalty cards or they're, debit cards, credit cards, any type of card. If it swipes, it taps, or it plugs into a machine, guess what? You can put it into this card. Now you can see that there's a computer screen on here and a blinking light. Well, what we're seeing out in the marketplace right now with 1,200 beta testers is that blinking light is casting a spell all over the place, and people are wanting to know how they can get their hands on this card. And that computer screen makes it so that you can actually look at all the cards on this device, and you can select which form of payment you want to use, whether you're at the grocery store or at your favorite restaurant, or if you're just out shopping. And one day soon, this will also be your room key. So I'm going to jump into what we got started as, and I'm going to tell a story of how we got to a smart credit card and why this is going to change the travel industry forever. So 11 years ago, we created the world's best travel club, so much so that in 2012 through 2016, We won the World Travel Awards for Best Travel Club. We also won for Best Booking Engine. And most people have never even heard of the name of our company. And the reason why is because we're a word of mouth company. We're a direct sales company. And so the person that got you on here is probably either a member of our club and they want to just travel with you, or the person that is also on here might be a rep for the company and they're trying to earn an income for their family. But either way, you cannot see a commercial for this information on TV, radio, newspaper. Why? Because our company understands that this is just a more streamlined way to share information. And the person that invited you probably has some sort of trust or credibility with you. And so you're willing to take a look at this information. And so that's basically a commercial for them. And then us as reps or as club members, we get some benefits for sharing this concept with you. We're open in all 50 states. And we're also open in 30 countries. We have 700 employees that are here for you to make sure that you have the best travel experience of your life. We are part of the top 100 direct sales news. This is a really big deal because we are the only travel company that's playing ball with Mary Kay and other big multi-billion-dollar companies that you might know of, except we are the only travel company. And after this year, we will be in the top 100 top 20 once the official numbers come out for 2016. Now, what does this card have to do? Why are you now showing me a picture of a computer? I get it. Just know that I got to share a story with you of how we got here and why we will become the largest travel company on planet Earth. And we're going to copy a little known company called Apple. They got started in a garage and now they are a $600+ billion a year company. And we thought that the way that they do business is a pretty cool way of doing business. So we wanted to copy that. So in 98, Apple, that's when they really came on the market and took the industry by storm with their iMac computer. And we all know that they just improved the computer and made it so you could have a white screen and that you could play your music and it was easier to surf the internet. Now in 2001, they came out with a little concept called the iPod. And what did they do? They created a whole new industry of music. Not only that, they improved the Discman and made it so that you can, instead of having 10 songs on a CD at your disposal, you also now can have 4,000 songs at your disposal. And then in 07, they made the cell phone better. And that cell phone, they made it so that you could use the music that was already being used on the iTunes. You could implant that into the device. It also had a browser that was just like the computer that they created. And in return, it created a ecosystem that most of you know about, where you buy your music, you use your phone, and everything ties together. And if you were following this whole entire ecosystem in 07, when the iPhone came out, it was absolutely phenomenal and the sales skyrocketed and it made the company to what it is today. But what most people don't understand is about 2010, the highest volume of sales of iMac computers popped out because people were buying the phone and then it drove to more computers. So in 2005, we created our iMac. It's called a Dream Trip. And a Dream Trip is a couldn't build it yourself vacation. If you tried, it is a 4- and 5-star vacation at member-only pricing that is exclusive to us. It is bulk wholesale pricing. Now, we have 5,000 plus trips that are offered that range from the Super Bowl to hunting and fishing trips to sipping Mai Tais on the beach to watching penguins in Antarctica. You name it, we do it. If it's on your bucket list, we will go there. We don't just do the traditional, let's go sit on the beach, which is very, very nice. We also understand that people want to go experience some really cool places. So we put trips together that you literally couldn't put together yourself. We also have a membership that allows you to include your spouse, significant other. I would not suggest bringing both of them on the same trip. That might get you in trouble. All right. But if you want to, you can bring the whole household. And so this is really helping a lot of families because we deal in memberships versus margins. So just like Sam's Club and Costco, we thought the bulk buying concept could save a lot of families money. So this last year, our company did about $1 billion in sales. And what that allows us to do is go to places like Carnival Cruise Line or Disney, and we get to buy in such bulk that you couldn't touch those prices. So last year, we bought over 100,000 cruise cabins, And those 100,000 cruise cabins allowed us to do a $250 for cruise for 6 days rather than $250 a day. Now, you're going to have the Dream Price Promise. I know what you're thinking. How can I guarantee these are some of the best prices? If you find one of our trips, apples for apples, 7 days after booking it, you actually can go and turn in that information. If it's 1 penny less, we'll send you on the trip for free and give you all your money back. Isn't that pretty cool? So when people say, I don't know if this is a good deal or not, we just say, hey, become a member anyway, and then go prove us wrong. You'll travel for free. Now, our experience is absolutely hands down the best that you're going to receive in the travel industry, because we put together a trip, one, that has extras. Like my friend, he just went to, over Thanksgiving, he went to the Dallas Cowboy game and got to watch Dallas Cowboys play on Thanksgiving. Now, what's so special about that? Well, he had a player meet and greet. He got to meet current players and past players. They threw a tailgate party for them. He stayed in a top-notch hotel, which was just right across the street from the venue. He got to kick a field goal. He got to go out on the field, get to kick a field goal and play catch with a bunch of the players. And he was literally 5 rows from the front. So, you know, we don't just do trips. We do dream trips, okay? Now, what happens is we have 3 different memberships so that you can buy in. And when you buy in, now you have a membership to go on as many vacations as you want. And you have basically VIP access to, you know, whatever type of trip that you want. Now, you have an initial cost, which you can see at the bottom. It's about $100 for the minimum. That $100 now gets you access to the club. And then there is a maintenance fee of $25 a month. That $25 a month and that $100 initial payment goes into your Dream Trips cloud, if you could see that cursor there. Now, that Dream Trips cloud, what happened was in 2013, we reinvented the point system. So 1 point equals $1 here and $1 equals a point. And so everything that you spend on your membership, you can use towards travel. And we created a point system. So we're effectively using the money that you use to buy in, and then we buy down the price of the vacation, and then you get to use that money. You get it back to use towards the vacation. Hopefully you're following me there. Now, when people see our club, they go, man, $250 for 6 days and 5 nights? Are you kidding me? This is an all-you-can-eat buffet on a floating boat that's going all across the Caribbean for $498 for 2 people or $249 per person. Now, if you became a standard member, that $100 that you spent to grab your membership, it's actually going to be able to go towards a trip. So you've got $100 or 100 points to use towards that. Now, that's a $398 trip if you're following me. $398 for 6 days on a floating buffet, guys. See, this is where we're going to change the world. The average person thinks that a cruise takes a month's worth of income. Over here, we do it with a week's worth of income. Now, airfare is not included. We have our own booking engine, and so you can book your own flights. Why are flights not included? Well, because I'm booking from Colorado, but somebody here on this webinar might be booking from, I don't know, let's just say New York. Now, if you were booking from New York and I'm booking from Colorado, well, the flights are going to cost different. That's a logistical nightmare. So what we did was we just gave you a Rockstar booking engine that gives you the best price guaranteed, or we'll pay you 150% of the difference on anything outside of a dream trip. All right. We have Welcome Dream Trips. So you have over 300 locations that you can visit, and these are literally popping up every week. This is an example of a Welcome Dream Trip. So you have 90 days to book your first dream trip. Now, you don't have to do that, but you get a discounted price because our company's data shows that for anybody who's gone on a trip, okay, anybody who's ever gone on a trip, we have a 90% retention rate, okay? So we want you to get on a vacation so that you stay here with this club and you get to save money and have unique experiences that you can create with your family. So $279 for a 4-day, 3-night stay. You get a Vegas nighttime helicopter tour. You get a dinner and a show with our club as well. And you're going to be staying at the Venetian. If you've never stayed at the Venetian before, go and look it up right now and look at the junior suites. I've been on this trip. The junior suites, let alone, are between $300 and $400 a night. Are you getting a good deal? Absolutely. You can still apply that same 100 points to this trip. So the first person's going for $179, or you can do 279 plus 279 and take off that 100 points. Now, we also do some trips that I would have never, ever been on if I wouldn't have been a part of this company. This is a $659 5-day stay. Now, I know what you're saying. I don't know if I can go. I've seen cheaper prices going to Mexico than this. You may have. You might have seen a Groupon deal, but you didn't see a deal like this. I promise you this, because this is a 1,400 square foot room. It's the smallest room at this resort. This is a 4-diamond luxury resort. When I went on this trip in 2014, the Colts players were there. Dave from the show Property Wars was there on our private beach. Yes, a private beach. ESPN was doing a photo shoot. It was absolutely phenomenal. Top-notch filet mignon. It was deep-fried Oreos, all you could eat, top-shelf liquor. I mean, it was amazing. We also got an encounter with the sea lions. We got to go out to a really cool island that was on a catamaran ride, and that beach club access, which was really cool. That made it so that we had some shows on the beach during the day. This is a $1,300 trip for 2 people to go on, and you can apply 200 points. So it's actually an $1,100 trip if you went with a gold membership. Now, what I want you guys to understand here is when you go on this trip here, this is usually about $1,000 a night hotel stay. I wouldn't have stayed here if it wasn't for this club, because that, in my mind, was a trip that was just out of reach. But with this club, literally for $1,300, for the price of almost one night, you get to stay for 5 days. All right, so the trips are phenomenal. And what happened was in 2013, we created that point system where I already talked about you can join and you can get that money back to travel, which is a really cool concept. We also integrated an online shopping mall. So we have an affiliate program with other retailers, about 4,000 of them, from Home Depot to Best Buy to, Under Armour to Charlotte Russe to Best Buy, you name it. We also have things like, Cabela's on there. I mean, you can buy your Broncos tickets on here, you name it. They give you 1 to 30% of that purchase back in the form of travel, and you can use that to book flights and hotels on our booking engine or apply it towards a dream trip. We also integrated a really cool concept called the Dream Trips Local Program, where you can actually dine your way to a vacation. What does that mean? Well, you take a picture of the receipt, and then you take a picture of a QR code, and then that restaurant gives up a portion of the total bill towards your next vacation. So most of the places that you're going to eat at, you're going to earn anywhere from 30 to 50% of your dining experience back towards travel. What do you think is going to happen when America finds out that they can eat their way to a vacation? I know I already am, and it's helped me get on more vacations for sure. We also can share this concept. So the person that invited you here tonight can earn anywhere from 50, 100, or 200 points by you getting started with your membership, and they can use that on a vacation. If they get to 3,000 points within a year, that's called executive status, and now you've earned $3,000 to apply towards any vacation you want, and there's no cap on the points that you can use. So what does this Fly Smart Card have to do with everything? This is our iPhone. The iPhone, in return, you will put all of your cards on there. It is the most secure device known to man as well. Okay, now you're going to go use whatever card that you want to put in there, but every time you swipe it at one of our retailers or you swipe it at one of our restaurants, you're actually going to be able to earn travel in the form of points. All right, now those points you're going to be able to use towards a vacation. Do you guys see our ecosystem? It's just like the Apple model. Okay, so this card is going to be coming out live this summer to all of our members, and so you can absolutely enjoy the vacations as many as you want. So get started with the vacations. This is coming this summer. What is this card going to do? Well, it's going to be your ID. It's going to be your room key, and it's the most secure piece of technology out there. You actually have to open up this card. See that little chip on there? You have to open this with your fingerprint. The company that created this card is called Next ID. They created some of the most secure pieces of technology that are in your current iPhone, your Samsung Droid, or some of the technology that's been used at the Pentagon for retina scanning. Okay, this company that created this is actually a security company. We purchased the patent for about $22 million, so we have exclusive rights to this card. It will be actually managed through an app on your phone that manages your vacations, and it will also manage this card. So you just go use this card, go live your life on a daily, and as you use it, you're going to earn travel. It has beacon technology. So what if you have a Starbucks card in this card? Well, when you walk into Starbucks, it will know that you're in Starbucks based off the GPS on your cell phone, and it will bring up your Starbucks card. How cool is that? So no sifting through it, no trying to find it, just got one card that has everything on there. And it also has beacon technology so that you can, if you lose this card, you'll be able to find it. People go, Skylar, I don't know if I like having all my information on one card. I get it. I understand that. I was the exact same way. So what I found out though was when you lose this card, if it's away from your phone for whatever time you decide to set it, whatever parameter, that card will actually erase itself and nobody can get that information. They have to have your PIN or they have to have your thumbprint anyways to even turn the thing on. And it doesn't even have a mag strip in the back. It's got a painted on mag strip that doesn't, it just looks like one, but it's not. And it has radio antennas. So when you swipe it, people can't even get your information because it's only when it touches the machine. So your information is not beaconed out there or anything. And if you do lose this card, you've got your originals back at home. Every person on this webinar has lost a credit card, and it is a pain in the butt to go and reset up all of your accounts with your new credit card. Over here, you just order a new one. All right? So you can book your travel through our app. You can eat your way to a vacation through your app. You can chat with your friends, and you can manage your card. And so the person that invited you here is going to be able to get you more information on the 3 different memberships. But a Dream Trip Standard, I thought everybody in America can afford. It's $100 one time to be a part of the coolest travel club in the world and $25 a month. And here's the deal. If you can't afford that, the next portion I'm going to talk about, we definitely need to talk about because it's $25 a month. That's literally 5 Starbucks. Okay. So if you can't afford 5 Starbucks, or if you want to be a part of this, give up those 5 Starbucks. It's all good. Okay. So you can use 100 points right after your initial enrollment. You can use on a trip. And then that $300 that you accrue over the 1 year, you get on your anniversary date to apply towards a trip. Hence, makes it kind of like a vacation piggy bank. Now, we have a gold membership that gives you a concierge service, that online mall that I was telling you about, and many other perks. And you also get net rates on all of your flights, hotels, and rental cars. So there will be no commission that is tied to that, like Expedia or Travelocity. So you're guaranteed the best price on your flights and hotels and our vacation hideaways, kind of like Airbnb, but way better. All right, now we've got a thing called Dream Trips Platinum. I'm a Platinum member, and I'm just going to go over a couple of the highlights. I'm a Platinum member because of the roadside assistance for my wife. I don't want her changing a tire on the side of the road. We get free tire changes, gas and lockouts, all that kind of stuff. We also have a thing called telemedicine. So I don't know if you're like me or not, but I absolutely hate going to the doctor. But I'm okay with calling in and telling them my symptoms over the phone, and no copay, no anything like that. But what's cool is they'll send my prescription right over to a Walgreens or wherever I get my prescription at. And this works abroad as well. So you can use this in another country. So if you don't speak a language and you get sick on a trip, you're all good to go. You also have identity theft protection. So if you're one of those people here that's concerned about the card, it's all good. Be a Platinum member and you will have your identity 100% taken care of with our club. And then last but not least, if you're a Platinum member and you go on one of our vacations, you have emergency evacuation services. God forbid something were to happen to you, we would get you back to the United States with AirMed or Flight for Life, or if there was like a typhoon coming in, that's definitely something that you'd want to be a part of, okay? So our company said, guess what? Everybody talks about travel. It's super simple to talk about. Why is it? Well, right now, if you were to go on a trip, you would take a selfie of yourself, you would post it on Facebook, and you'd say, oh, great, I landed in Fiji. Haha, you should be here. I'm just kidding. Those people would literally be like, I'm here, you're not. That happens all the time, every single day. And so travel is something that people are really excited to share. And then when you come back from that trip, what does everybody say? How was your trip? And in that moment, are you selling your friends, or are you just telling them about the amazing trip that you had? Exactly. That's what you're going to be doing. So if you share this with 4 of your friends, we'll actually waive your monthly fees. It's not for a week, not for a month, or not for a year. Once you get 4, you pay no more. That's amazing, because if Verizon did that, I'd be horse collaring people to the Verizon store and I'd be getting a free monthly bill, but they don't do that. But our company does, but we'll still give you the points if you get your fees waived. Everybody has 4 friends that they want to travel with. Everybody has 4 friends that are working really hard so they can get their family on Disney, so they can go on that cruise of a lifetime, so that they can go and create those memories. So I know right now that every single one of you, this travel membership can add so much value to your life. The first trip that I went on, I saved over $1,500, guys. When I saved that money, I was blown away because I was the guy that liked making money, but I hated spending it. And so I was like, are you kidding me? $529 per person for 5 days in Mexico. I got massages on the beach, all you could eat, all you could drink, swimming with the dolphins, zip lining, going and seeing the seventh wonder of the world called Chichén Itzá. Imagine you being able to go do that for $529 as well. My friends were so excited. This thing exploded. And that's when my wife and I decided to create a business doing this. Now, I'm not sure if that's for you or not, but I am going to continue on to that. If you just want to travel with us, then go ahead and travel with us. This next portion is optional, and I'm talking to the person that needs to make a little more extra income because they got a little more month at the end of their money, or possibly they want to be able to save up some money so that they can basically help out their help out their family so they can get on more vacations. Because I know there are so many people that work hard out there, and this may be able to ease that. So I'm going to play a quick little video of the reactions of this fly card. And if you want to take advantage of the technology that I just shared with you, then we'll go over that. But I want you to see how this is working in the marketplace. So here you go.
Okay. Yeah, let me just activate this really quick.
Sure. Oh God, what'd you do?
Oh, yeah, turn it on.
No way. Have you guys seen this? Can you show that to me?
Yep.
This is the future, guys.
Okay. Yeah, just turn it up.
Are you?
And then you open it and you can scroll the card all the way down there.
That's also I've ever seen that. That's unreal.
You can see that I got a couple of texts saying that it was kind of crazy out there. People, when that little green light turns on, it's cast what was going on in the videos, and hopefully you could see some of the dialogue that was going on. But if you want to be a representative of this company and you want to partner with us, lock arms with us, and do this with us, we actually have a franchise that you can buy, and it's $100 one time, and it's $20 a month to own and operate that business. What do you get with that? You get a world-class website that actually speaks 15 different languages, shares all the videos for everything, tracks everything in your business so you don't have paperwork or anything like that. It gives you a turnkey system to go create residual income. And so when I saw this, guys, I was a busy guy, and I was like, man, I don't need another business. But my wife said, I'm going to do this. And the reason why she said she wanted to do this because she wanted to get us on more vacations, but she also wanted to buy my time back. Guys, I was working 100+ hours a week, and my life literally was just work. That's it. And she had a vision for our success that I couldn't have at that time because I was so immersed in my business. So here's the deal. If you've been looking for something a little bit different, or you want to create an additional stream of income, because I've been mentored by a lot of millionaires, and those millionaires have told me that the average person in the United States that's a millionaire has about 7 streams of income. I figured Skylar should have 2, right? And so anyways, a lot of people think that this card is pretty cool, but what they're not understanding more and more with this concept. So when people get their hands on that card, they're going to go into what's called a citizen category. And as a citizen, make them a member. And then some people will raise their hand and be a rep. And so if you're on here and you're like, man, I want to be a rep, well, congrats. You're part of the small circle. Most people want to be a kind of that they can earn travel by just swiping a credit card. All right. So how is this all going to spread, and how is this going to work? We're about ready to make net. We're ready to take all the big boys and girls, and we're about ready to mop the floor with them. I know that that's really cocky to say, but I want you to understand that this is about to get so big that that's not paying attention, and nobody's paying attention to it right now. So you are some of the first people to see this happen. That's the point that I want to make. Okay. So this card, this is you. Eating goes away a year from now. Okay. I'm out to dinner with my friend, and I pull out a card. It's got a blinking light, and it's got a computer screen on it. Okay. What do you think they're going to ask me? I'm going to say, it holds all my cards. It's the most secure piece of technology out there. It's really cool to have. Oh, and by the way, swiping it here, I earn travel. What do you mean? Everywhere I go, I earn travel. They're going to say, well, that's cool. How do I get one? And in that moment, I'm going to take a Fly app or the Dream Trips app, and I'm going to have them download that app, put in my code. They go and buy that card. And now when they go buy that card, I make a $25 commission, hypothetically. Okay. Now that $25 a few days later when it shows up in the mail, and when they show up in the mail, they go to work and they go share this with their friends, they're going to go, how do I get one? Same thing happens, download this app, put in my code, and now the viral effect has kicked in. And what if that goes 1,000 down the line and you get $25 a commission? This is about to get crazy. I know a lot of people that are positioning themselves with this company, like they're ready to make this thing happen. And I've sat down with some people that are, some big time millionaires. They're talking about buying thousands and thousands of these cards, either for their employees or just for their friends so that they can get the $25 commission as it goes out and it spreads virally. And now as people start using that card, there's going to be a wholesale side. Well, what do you think everybody's going to pay? The wholesale, at that time, they're going to become members. And that's where you see the you should be here side of things, okay? So I've been able to create a sales team that makes it so I can leverage the work that they do. So if I have 1,400 sales reps that are part of this business, that's 1,400 hours, guys. I can't work that in a week physically. That's not even possible, right? But with the power of sharing this with people. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sounds like one of those things, where the guy at the top makes the money and the people at the bottom don't. That's illegal and that doesn't work here. What we do is we do exactly, let's say, I don't know, Prudential Financial Group does, or how about State Farm? Okay. We own an agency. Now we have people that work within that agency, and all the business they bring in, we get a percentage of that. What I don't understand is one guy owns the office and he has 15 agents that pay a desk fee that pays him $18,000 a year. Just rather pay $100 one time and $20 a month to have the exact same leverage rather than $18,000 a year. You catch it caught up in this stuff. It's one of those things. It's business and it's how it works. A lot of things are like that. Now you can get paid off the ripple effect. Now, if you get 60 total members on and that's when residual income kicks in, we have a car bonus, we have sign-up bonuses, we have some more passive income. I'm not going to get into that right now. If that's something you want to do, just trust the money. We'd be here too long. We just need you to get the general concept. But that's why I did this, guys, is to get my time back and create a residual income. I can go and teach people how to duplicate with the system that our company has. The training, all right, there's no requirements. It's your business, guys. Okay, we don't want to be your boss. We want to be your mentor. We want to be your business partner. We want to help you above and beyond what your job can provide. Okay, so the training is world-class here, guys. This is Mark Aceta. He's our director of training. He is an absolute beast. He'll teach you everything that he knows. But what's great about our trainings, guys, is we don't have to train you on how to pack a bag or book a flight. You already know how building skills, all right, how to work with certain types of people. Isn't that stuff important in whatever you do? See, my wife still currently works a job. And what's cool about that job skills that she's picked up in these trainings. All right, so there's no guarantees in income. It's kind of ridiculous that we have to put this in here. But there are a lot of people that think we're both take time and effort to build it. Just like your job, if you don't show up for 2 weeks, are you going to have a job still? No. You know what's great about this company? It's really great because a lot of us, when we get started, we stink at this. But through the training program, we learn how to become better. Now, this is our claims to income. So I'm just going to talk about qualified $100 average commission that somebody has made here by being at that rank. That means they got their 4 and they pay no more. The reason why I hone in on that is because if you can help a lot of people go get 4, pay no more, currently marketing directors with the company, and the average income there is about $57,000, $60,000 a year. And we showed a bunch of people how they could go on amazing vacations. They got their 4, they paid no more, they made a little extra money, and they wanted to keep going. If you just want to get your 4, pay no more, have the ties. Not everybody wants to go to the top of this company, but everybody can benefit from this. And I'm going to have some people share their story. So if I call on you guys, be out of the day, we got to get people off of here, and we want to make sure that we respect their time. So, all right, let's go with Moscaluso. Let's go with him first before we go to Ryan Rosenfelter. So sorry if I butchered your last name, brother. I'm so sorry about that. All right,
it's all
go
right.
ahead and share your story, brother.
So my wife and I got involved in November. Been able to go on a couple trips now. The training's excellent. We did it basically to help our family to travel all over the world and make a little money on the side. So I couldn't be happier being part of it. So thank you, World Ventures.
All righty, Ryan. Sorry I couldn't hear you there at the end, so hopefully everybody else could. Ryan's an absolute animal in this business, and I like to say that because he's just a really hard worker, loves providing for his family, and he's been on some awesome trips. We just got back from Dallas. So I'm going to go out to Ryan Rosenfelder, the man with the plan. This is my personal sponsor. I would not be in this company without him. We met him at a completely random spot, a money-making conference here in Denver, and just know that I'm just truly blessed to know this man. And he has absolutely changed my life. So go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, can you hear me, Skyler?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Great. Yeah, my name is Ryan. I'm 27 years young, and when my wife and I first saw this, we were both going to school full-time. working full time, and we just knew that we needed to do something different. My wife had a time, and so she'd be without employment, and so we just got plugged in, super part time on the side, around 2 to 4 hours a week. And over the last 5 years, it's been kind of a full-time thing for us, for tens of thousands of people all over the world. So we're super grateful for all this.
All right, guys. I don't know if everybody could hear that. It was kind of broken up there, but if you couldn't, Ryan's out of Houston, Texas right now. He saw this when he was in college, and this was able to create a 6-figure income for him and his wife currently. And she actually has a rare liver disease, and so this was something that she could work on while she was going through that process, and she didn't have to, always lose a job. If you guys want to hear more of their story, please get in contact with us, because they're absolute rock stars, and you need to know their story because their story has served so many people with this concept. I saw this concept, again, 4 years ago. I was a time broke business owner. And again, we saved a bunch of money on vacations. And, what's really cool is, thousands of people have come through this concept, and we've been paid on that. But really, at the end of the day, I do this because I was raised by a single mom who worked 3+ jobs just to get by. And if my mom could have been shown something like this, her life would have been completely different. And now, one man's loss is another man's game. And so that's my passion, is to help families make it so that they don't have to literally be stressed out and maxed out because they can't pay their bills, or they're working 3 jobs just to pay those bills. There's a better way out there, guys. And I'm just proof of a system that worked, but it was a fun concept. I tell people this all the time. I've seen all kinds of different concepts out there, guys. But what I love about this is over the last 4 years, I get butterflies every time I pack my bag. Every time I book a vacation, I just booked a trip to Hawaii that I'm not even paying for because I earned it through this company. I'm taking my mom, my aunt, my kiddo, and my wife. And what's amazing about that is when I booked that trip, my wife went and started buying stuff for that trip, and it's in November. Here we are in April, guys. That's just what I love about travel, is it gets people so excited. And that's what we want to do for you, is we want to get you amped on life and get you excited about going on an amazing trip. Now, what I will say on the business side here, guys, is about 2 out of 10 people do make money here, a substantial amount of income. And the reason why is because most people, they get really excited that if you go share this with a family member and they tell you, nah, I don't want to do it, and then you might want to quit the business side, then just go travel with us and have a good time, because it's someone that is on their knees praying for an opportunity because they want to make some extra money, and they don't want to, that wants to create a residual income that's willable and transferable to their kids, like myself. They want to go create a dynasty so that they can family without having to ask somebody for time off. Okay. I don't know how this is going to strike you guys, but what I can tell you is this has added a lot of value to people in my life. Fits your lifestyle. Okay. So you can upgrade at any time. You can downgrade anytime. It is no long-term contracts. It is month to month. Why is that? Because we have a 90%. It's not like a timeshare where you got to give up your first of kin. Okay. Over here, we want you to travel. We want you to have an amazing time, but we don't want you to feel like you're. Now, if you want to be a representative, all right, it's $100 one time, $20 a month. If you're 18 to 25 on this call right now, then what I want you to, that invited you here, and they can go over the discount that you would get. Millennials are having trouble making money in the marketplace, so our company recognizes that, and they're trying to help them out. And then last thing I want to leave you with is the card. If you see the value in that card and you want to be one of the first people to get your hands on that card, we are actually going to be releasing beta test cards, okay, out to people that qualify that are representatives. Now, if you want to rep this company, great. But if you want to get that card, even better, because in between now and May 5th, if you make 1 gold sale or 1 platinum sale, okay, you are qualified for that card. Or you can do 2 Dream Trip standards, and you will be first in line to get that card before it goes to the club, and then it'll go live to the public. Here's the deal. When I saw this, you couldn't earn points by going and living your life. You didn't get your money back to go on vacations, and they sure as heck didn't have a credit card. But we had so much fun going on vacation and helping other people do that. That is the bare bones. Our company wants to help people get on vacation. And so I know that a lot of people see a lot of things in this world, but I want you to understand this company is moving with or without us, okay? And it will be the biggest travel company on planet Earth. Why do I know that? Well, because we have so many examples of where, a little company called Netflix came in and slayed Goliath with new technology. If you've been paying attention to business over the last 10 years, he or she who reinvents the game is winning. We have technology that nobody else has. We have an ecosystem in the travel industry that nobody else has. What does that spell for? That spells for us to have the Netflix, the Uber, all right, the Skype, the Google effect on our industry. And what happened to every single one of those companies? They exploded. And when they exploded, people became very, very wealthy. And it's not about the money, but it's about what the money can do for yourself. And so if you want to go and supply charities with money, or you want to go buy nice things, whatever it is for you, you just tell whoever invited you here, and we'll go help you hit those goals. But this company is only going to launch that card once. And here's the deal. I watched Facebook go live as an IPO, and I sure wish I would have done that. Did you know that Snapchat just went live? And the thing is everybody missed that one too. Nobody was paying attention. When are we going to actually learn and follow something that is going to change the marketplace and get ours too? We're going to work hard on something anyways, right? We all work hard at our jobs. Why not on our spare time work hard at something that is going to build a legacy and a dynasty for your family? That's what I have to leave you guys with. So get with the person that invited you here Just let them know if you're in or you're out. Okay, maybes make it weird, and we don't want you dodging us at the grocery store when we see you. Okay, that's not what we're here for. We're your friends, we're your family, and we just want to go on vacation with you or add value to your life. But don't make it weird by dodging us at the grocery store. Just tell us if you're in or you're out, guys. God bless. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and I can't wait to take a vacation with you. Skylar signing off. Good night.